hacked into their Ring account.
Somebody hacked into a security camera inside her home.
Where you at?
He said, meet me in your garage.
And the chaos continues.
This is becoming a super huge problem. Everyone I know is starting to get hacked.
Just like an X account called Indian Cyber Force shared a video showing their system hacking into the camera of a Pakistani police station. The officers, who were not aware of what was happening, were working as usual, while the Access had a front row seat for everything happening inside the station, possibly exposing sensitive information and leaving them vulnerable. This woman sounded visibly shaken as she recorded the conversation that she had with a hacker who had taken over her Ring camera and was asking her if she understood Spanish.
Sorry? No, English. No! Get the fuck out of my house now! Shut up! Shut up! Go my house!
Go
now.
to the plug,
Go away!
pull it out, and see.
Yeah, shoot!
Go to the plug, pull it out, never plug it in
A group of
again.
hackers known as EddieTheStreamer Ali shared a video of how they took over the cameras of an Iranian prison. The security guards were in shock, as all they could do as they lost control of their systems was look.
There are Windows programs. I'm starting to think of going to Linux or something because Windows is too easy to hack.
The Indian Cyber Force made headlines again after sharing disturbing images and videos as proof of hacking over 150 Pakistani cameras. Their targets included the National Bank of Pakistan, ATM machines, power plants, shopping malls, mosques, post offices, women's surveillance systems, and other private organizations.
Tried to hold up this Walgreens. A state boxing champ happened to be there and held the robber until police arrived.
Sometimes crime backfires in the craziest ways possible, making the criminals learn their lessons swiftly. That was the case for these thieves, who thought they were unstoppable until reality hit them hard. From robbers getting out-robbed by their own targets to thieves losing their getaway vehicle.
Their parents didn't discipline them and didn't teach them that crime is wrong and you should not do it. And if it was no crime, there'd be no police. Think about that for a minute. Parents don't teach you, you'll get taught.
To their intended victims, you won't believe the things that happen when thieves bite off more than they can chew and instantly regret their actions. Number 30. Robbing robbers. First, we'll learn what happens when unsuspecting bystanders are less innocent than they seem. In this case, two men standing by a car became the targets of a mugging. A bike carrying two thieves zoomed past, then turned around. The passenger hopped off, trying to intimidate the men into handing over their valuables. But what the thieves didn't know was that one of their intended victims was armed. In an unexpected turn, the tables were flipped. The would-be victim pulled out a weapon and turned the situation around, robbing the robbers instead. As the passenger was disarmed, the other guy saw an opportunity and yanked the driver off the bike. He hopped on, with his buddy quickly jumping on the back. In an ironic twist of fate, the robbers were left empty-handed as the two men took off on the thieves' bike. The would-be victims turned the tables with a gun, but the next story features a hero who used something even more unexpected. Number 29. Starbucks robbery gone wrong. In July 2017, Ryan Flores walked into a Starbucks in Fresno, California, armed with a knife and a fake gun, hoping for an easy robbery. He confidently waved his weapons around, demanding cash from terrified employees. Everything seemed to be going his way until 58-year-old customer Craig Jerry decided to take matters into his own hands. Jerry calmly observed the situation from his seat, and when the moment was right, he grabbed a metal chair and struck Flores from behind. The blow knocked the would-be robber off balance, sparking a struggle between the two. Flores managed to stab Jerry several times, but Jerry fought back, wresting the knife from Flores' hand. Despite his injuries, Jerry subdued Flores, who was disarmed and desperately trying to flee. The incident, captured on surveillance cameras, quickly went viral, and Jerry, who survived the encounter, was hailed as a hero for his bravery. Flores was later arrested and sentenced to 4 years in prison. In a twist, Flores attempted to sue Jerry for using excessive force, sparking a heated public debate. If you thought a metal chair was an unusual way to stop a crime, just wait until you see the even more unexpected method used next. Number 28. Truck smash panic.
Sorry.
These two thieves thought...
G'day, mate. It's Eddie. It's Eddie the Streamer. Cairns, Queensland, Australia. Remember to subscribe to all the ones you like in this.
They were leaving the highlight.
Go down, subscribe, and like. That's it. Share if you want to. It's up to you. Make sure you like my one too. This usually gets really good at the end. I usually start finding really good stuff right at the end, so hang on.
Dressing in black and attempting a robbery straight out of an action movie. They scrambled to load their getaway car with unidentified stolen goods from a store. However, things quickly spiraled out of control. Their getaway driver panicked, hitting the gas just as a truck came barreling down the street, nearly flattening the thieves. The robbers dove out of the way, but the truck driver wasn't finished. He went after their fleeing car, determined to stop the crime in its tracks. Desperate, the thieves tried to grab their loot from the middle of the road, but it was no use. The truck came back for a second round, completely shattering their hopes of a clean getaway. Defeated, the thieves likely went home, accepting that they would never get what they came for. Surviving a truck is tough, but the next robbers saw their smoothly planned heist fall apart in the blink of an eye when a worker did something genius. Number 27. Workers' secret plan. Two thieves entered a shop with their faces half covered, feeling confident about their plan. They locked the door and dragged the shop worker by his collar, demanding to know where the valuables were. What they didn't know was that the worker had a different plan up his sleeve. Seizing the perfect moment, the worker slipped out through the back door into the travel agency next door. Meanwhile, a quick-thinking bystander saw the opportunity and locked the security gate, trapping the thieves inside the shop. As the drama unfolded and people began filming, the robbers panicked. They grabbed a wrench and smashed a window, trying to escape, but it was too late. The police arrived just in time to arrest them, leaving the thieves with nothing but broken glass and handcuffs. But they made it out relatively unscathed, whereas in the next robbery, it takes a much darker turn. Number 26. Fatal wounds. In 2017, 2 men attempted a robbery at a convenience store in Goiás, Brazil, but things quickly went sideways. The 2 suspects walked into the store, acting like ordinary customers. Surveillance footage shows them trying to blend in, though one of them, wearing a helmet, looked a bit suspicious. His partner in a green shirt started glancing around nervously, giving off clear signs that something was about to go down. Suddenly, one of the robbers pulled out a weapon and pointed it at an unsuspecting customer. What they didn't expect was the store owner to react so fast. Without hesitation, the owner drew his own gun and opened fire. A shootout followed, with the robbers scrambling to escape while firing back. Both suspects were critically injured during the shootout and later died from their injuries. The store owner
is roaming south central Wisconsin.
Look at that thing.
And as I was recording it, my daughter's like, "What is it? What is it?"
Hey, what is it?
Oh my God.
It seems like it's something that shouldn't exist. And in fact, if this animal were terrestrial, it wouldn't be able to exist because of its sheer body.
I think someone is doing gene splicing and creating these animals. I know there's so much of the world that's not discovered yet, but still, I mean, they're either suits, gene spliced, or something like that, because I don't see anything in the natural world surviving like that, or even being created like that.
Body mass.
What you're about to witness is unlike anything you've ever seen before.
What is that?
Just like these people, whether they were farmers, fishermen, or other random people.
I don't know what in the world you all. We want to get you out this morning.
You will be shocked to see what was caught on camera. Get ready for the unexplainable.
I've never seen anything like this. Never!
Creepy worm. This odd pale worm with wrinkled, ridge-covered skin lay on the grass, moving slowly. Its tiny mouth was almost hidden among the folds on its face, making it look both fragile and creepy. People who spotted it were baffled, unsure of what they'd found as it slithered away, leaving them with an eerie feeling. Young Chupacabra.
Hayatımda gördüğüm en değişik canlılardan birisi.
A rescue officer stumbled upon a tiny, frail creature that many thought was a baby chupacabra.
So, chupacabra is a dog-like thing with long legs and a weird head. Why are they calling that the same thing?
Cabra, it looked unwell with its thin, bony limbs and patchy, dark skin, but it still tugged playfully at the officer's gloves. Its sharp features and exposed ribs gave it a bizarre appearance, unlike any creature you'd expect to see. Some onlookers couldn't shake the feeling that this odd little creature might not even be from Earth, sparking whispers of alien life.
Yalnız bayağı yaşlı. Bayağı yaşlı, bir de üst kısmına bak bak.
Juvenile owl. The more people steer clear of it, the more these creatures reveal themselves. This time, a wildlife photographer captured a mysterious being. I hesitate to call it an owl because of its enigmatic feathery tail. The man recorded this odd sight and posed questions to online viewers, igniting a debate. Some claimed it was a newly discovered species, while others dismissed it. But I leave the truth for you all to decide. Sea creature. Beach workers were stunned when they discovered a large, pale creature lying on the sand with a swollen face and limbs ending in claw-like feet. Experts were called in and identified it as a decomposed sea creature, likely a marine.
Look at that face on that. The throat's obviously decomposed.
Mammal. While decayed sea animals aren't rare, this one's strange look made it a sight to remember.
That reminds me of that, what was that movie? There's a movie where these little tiny fairies are like that.
Monday. In the misty depths of the Pacific Northwest, an unusual little creature emerged.
See, it looks like some kind of ant and humanoid thing could be a robot, really, because they make robots that small.
Captivating the imaginations of all who encountered it. This tiny being, with its thin limbs and skeletal frame, bore an uncanny resemblance to a tiny humanoid, reminiscent of folklore figures like the duende. Speculation ran wild as locals pondered what this creature could be, its eerie shape igniting a sense of wonder and mystery. Experts weighed in, suggesting it's likely a rare or malformed insect, or perhaps a small animal that has taken on this bizarre form. Its intricate features and human-like shape have sparked intrigue and conversation, reminding us of the fascinating diversity and strangeness of life lurking in the shadows of our world.
Yeah, it could just be something that someone has created. Because an insect has 6 legs. I only see 4. Well, 2 legs and 2 arms that were possibly legs once. So it could be just someone, molding plastic and making it look like that sort of thing. Because it's not moving or living or anything.
What other hidden wonders await discovery in the uncharted corners of nature? Bristle worm. Someone carefully picked up a small, wiggling creature on a leaf. It was a bristle worm, a soft-bodied marine worm lined with sharp bristles capable of delivering a mild sting or causing skin irritation. These bristle-covered worms are actually a crucial part of their ecosystem, breaking down organic material and keeping the underwater environment balanced. But the sight of this one, with its prickly, segmented body, made it seem both delicate and unsettling, as if it held a hidden power. With over 10,000 varieties in oceans and coral reefs.
Probably it's so tiny that you don't even notice it.
Worldwide, bristle worms are a fascinating yet
it's in the sea, so
eerie reminder of nature's often misunderstood creatures, camouflaged
that one was on the leaf though.
Under rocks and reefs, performing a role few ever notice until they emerge like this unexpectedly on a simple leaf. Black swamp anomaly.
Oh, you see this?
No. Oh, what the hell is that?
In the shallow waters along the shore, onlookers were drawn to a peculiar dark creature floating quietly, its large, leathery black body.
That is pretty interesting. It's a bit like an animal that's been caught in an oil slick. But what kind of animal?
Body camouflaging seamlessly with a murky environment, with a flat head and thick, fleshy lip.
That part looks a bit like a snail.
It resembled a fish that appeared to be dozing, gently swaying with the water's rhythm, almost as if
Slug. I think it's a slug.
If it were part of the very waves themselves. Curious spectators exchanged glances, speculating about its identity. Could it be an unidentified species lurking just beneath the surface? However, as it came closer, it was finally identified. This enigmatic being turned out to be nothing more than a giant black sea hare, a fascinating sea slug known for its
What did I just say? Slug.
Striking appearance. Despite its eerie presence, this gentle giant plays a vital role in the ocean's ecosystem, so leave them be, or they'll ink you.
What is that?
What is happening?
Fronema. Fishermen pulling in their net were shocked to find a glassy-skinned, twitching creature with dark eyes and tiny tentacles.
I've seen mites like that on fish and around the that kind of thing on your bait and stuff. Don't know what they are, so I just throw them back.
Soon identified as Fronema, this eerie creature hails from the ocean's depths, known for its bizarre habit of hollowing out smaller sea animals, like sea salps, to make a home. It looked like something from another world, yet it's just one more strange inhabitant of the deep ocean, far.
See, that there is the bug. That's the nice creature bird thing. And that there is what it's making a home in. Is my thoughts. Well, that there could be the bug, but it's hollowed out this bug whatever this was. And it's eating it, and trying to live in it.
From your average catch. Mysterious Florida creature.
Bruh, what kind of get this chicken?
Don't know what the hell that is.
Tourist stumbled upon a captivating scene, capturing an unusual creature gliding gracefully near the water's edge, completely unfazed by the crowd gathering around it. With its soft, pale skin and peculiar appearance, this enigmatic being quickly became the center of...
Is that a shell at the back there? Is it some kind of turtle?
attention. The video spread like wildfire online, igniting a flurry of wild guesses and theories about what it could be. Some speculated it might be a Florida soft-shell turtle, exhibiting mild...
I think so. It looks very much like a turtle. Well, the head doesn't, but the overall shape in that seems turtle.
Albinism or leucism, conditions that cause animals to lose their pigmentation. Wildlife enthusiasts chimed in.
See that? It so looks like a turtle.
Drawing parallels to similar phenomena seen in robins and
retractable head, all that.
Canadian geese. Yet, despite all the discussions and theories swirling around, the true identity of this creature remains shrouded in mystery, leaving onlookers fascinated and hungry for answers.
Somebody let me know, what is this? It's half turtle, half, I don't know.
Kaiju skin mite. In a remote, secluded area, a researcher stumbled upon something truly bizarre. A tiny creature with a crab-like body, eerie yellow skin,
doesn't look tiny to me,
and strange tentacle-like appendages stretching out from its sides. Dubbed the kaiju skin mite, this unsettling insect seemed like a twisted mutation of an ordinary mite, perhaps shaped by years of exposure to environmental toxins, or even radiation. Its oddly warped appearance, with those almost alien-like tentacles, serves as a haunting reminder of how pollution and radiation can alter living beings into forms we'd only expect in horror films. This tiny, creepy creature, scuttling around with its mutant features, gives an eerie insight into the hidden impacts of pollution. Alien root. While digging in her yard, a woman unearthed a creature that looked like an alien root.
I am Groot.
With human-like limbs, twisted and almost lifelike, it bore an uncanny resemblance to Groot from...
What did I just say? Eh? What did I just say?
Marvel's movies. The mystery deepened when she decided to record a video and later even cooked and ate the bizarre root, shocking everyone. With no official investigation, the true identity of this root remains unknown, leaving people to wonder if...
The big question is, was it tasty? Was it delicious?
It really came from Earth. Possessed owl.
¿Eres o no eres? ¿Estás segura que eres o no eres una bruja?
In a deserted Mexican house, someone found an owl quietly perched in the corner. But this wasn't an ordinary owl. Its wings trembled, and its head bobbed strangely. The owl's large, glowing eyes seemed to carry an eerie presence, and
I wouldn't call it bobbing, I'd call it shaking.
Mexican folklore considers owls as witches in disguise. The encounter left the witness wondering if this owl was something far more mysterious.
¿Quieres que te agarremos? ¿Qué llevamos?
Mole rat. Beneath a structure, workers noticed a small creature burrowing through the soil. Its round body had no visible eyes, and it had large teeth sticking out from its face. This pale, clawed critter was later recognized as a lesser, blind mole rat, a reclusive underground dweller rarely seen above ground. Eleman. Imagine this, a creature that looked half man, half elephant, bolting across a field. It had thick gray skin and an elephant-like head. looking totally out of place. Clearly in panic, it darted through the streets, dodging a rescue team on its trail. Finally, it disappeared into a rundown building, leaving people
Very much.
to wonder where it came from and why it seemed so desperate. Wacky organism.
Hey Saskia, I'm going to show you a really cool bug.
Imagine finding this bizarre creature in your own backyard. It's like something straight from a sci-fi film. A mix of piglet, human-like features, and even a bit of worm. This odd animal sports a peculiar grin, strange mouth, and odd nose. Spotting such a peculiar being at your doorstep would certainly spark a blend of fascination and a little shiver. Some think it's a mutant, or even an insect with strange traits, calling it a wacky organism. Definite.
I would definitely think it's some kind of mutant. Gene splicing.
Not your average garden critter.
Hey Saskia, I'm going to show you a really cool bug.
You know that? It said that. Moved its mouth and everything. So it understands English.
Mythical dragon. An explorer in the Scottish Highlands had an incredible encounter inside a vast cave, coming across a massive, serpent-like creature. This smooth-skinned, snake-like being stretched up to 90 feet, covered in snake-like humps, resembling an ancient dragon from legends, as if...
Not really. No wings. The body, yeah, possibly. The things on the back, yeah. But no wings or feet or anything like that.
Moved through the cave, its shadow grew, making the creature appear even more monstrous. Just imagine the shock of stumbling onto such a thing. What would you do in its presence? Hairless monkey. While on a break, a tourist encountered an unusual creature with thin, long limbs, huge dark eyes, and no hair, giving it an oddly alien look. Its bare skin and mysterious appearance sparked interest online after the tourist posted a video, fueling wild guesses. Some thought it was a monkey with alopecia, a condition causing hair loss, while others suggested a genetic mutation or even a rare species no one's yet discovered. The Kongamato. For years, deep within the shadowy forests of Central Africa, locals have whispered tales of a colossal, bat-like creature with leathery wings.
That's more dragon-like.
And a menacing, pointed beak. No.
But it looks more like a pterodactyl.
Known as the Kongamato, or the breaker of boats, it's said to occasionally swoop down and even charge at boats drifting along the rivers. This eerie figure has sent chills through the spines of tribes and curious explorers alike. While some believe it's an ancient survivor from a forgotten era, others argue it could just be an oversized bird or bat, misunderstood and...
It's not a bird because it doesn't have feathers. It's got leathery skin. Could be from the bat family, but the head looks too big and the body looks too long. Don't know.
Magnified by fear, yet its mysterious legend refuses to fade. And honestly, whether real or not, the idea of a creature with wingspans stretching across the riverbanks is enough to keep anyone a little on edge when passing through these forests. Mononicus. Late at night, a researcher quietly carried a mysterious covered animal into the dense jungle, one he'd bought for testing, but the moment he lifted the cloth, the creature dashed off into the bushes.
Oh my gosh, it's a one of those dinosaurs.
Vanishing in...
See it? It's like a I can't think of the word. The one that's like a really small, there was a heap of them in Jurassic Park. Looks like that.
Seconds, it had long...
Imagine that, like, heaps bigger. Because long ago, everything was huge, humongous. But over the years, everything has shrunk. So... probably one of those ones, in the scene where there's a whole flock of them running along and then Tyrannosaurus comes in and starts eating them. Probably one of them, but smaller because of over the years.
Long, agile legs, a bird-like body, and a single sharp claw on each arm, moving with a speed and precision that seemed almost otherworldly. And here's the wild part, folks. This wasn't just any animal. It was a Mononychus, a dinosaur thought to have been extinct.
There you go. There you go. Can I pick them or what?
For millions of years, this bizarre creature, either brought back in a lab or somehow preserved from ancient times, left everyone who heard about it questioning the limits of science and time. Its sudden reappearance in this remote jungle was nothing short of astonishing, leaving
Gallimimus.
us all wondering, could there be more like it, waiting in the shadows?
Probably.
Hibernating mystery. As workers excavated the ground, they stumbled upon something that looked straight out of a Harry Potter film, much like Ron Weasley encountering those howling mandrakes. Buried beneath the earth were tightly packed, oddly shaped figures, exuding an ancient and eerie aura. Confused, everyone pondered the strange sight, but a closer inspection revealed the truth. These weren't ancient relics, but hibernating Asian soft-shelled turtles nestled in the mud. Hobbit people.
Fish and that do that.
A video circulating online shows a peculiar...
Fish and that'll do that. They'll go into the mud and they'll sleep in the mud until the rains come. And then when the water comes, they come out and start living normally.
Small humanoid figure wandering through a thick forest, igniting wild speculation.
It's almost like an Indian man or person or something.
Some are dubbing it a hobbit person, or even comparing it to Gollum from The Lord of the Rings. Its
Of course they would. I mean,
diminutive size and human-like movements have sparked guesses about its identity. Some believe it might prove the existence of little people from U.S. folklore. Tales
little people do exist. I've met a lady who her tribe, for lack of a better word, from Philippines was really small. And then they bred with other races and they became normal size. Could be something like that. Could be AI. Could be who knows what these days.
Cast down about small, hidden beings in remote locations. While some viewers make jokes about Gollum, others genuinely consider it a rare species or an unexplained phenomenon. Alien from Miami. Late at night, police officers surrounded a bizarre object resting in the middle of a quiet street. Its large, peculiar shape and shiny, fleshy surface gave it an organic appearance. The unusual form and reddish-brown hue made it difficult.
I wonder if anyone goes around Miami going, I own this place, I own it. Miami, I own it.
To identify at first glance, the dim street lights only heightened the eerie atmosphere, emphasizing its strangeness.
It looks like someone I was walking through the mall one day, and I saw these big blobs, they look like weird coloured bag things, and they were actually people doing art, and the people were inside the bags. And the bags were almost see-through. And they were moving around inside the bags. So maybe something like that.
Circulated, speculating it could be an alien from Miami. The officers maintained their distance, carefully observing the odd mess while deciding their next steps. What do you think? Let me know. Black lace worm.
What the hell is this?
In the strange sands of Las Vegas, an even stranger creature has been spotted slinking across the ground. A flat, shiny being with writhing, black lace-like tendrils stretching out from its body. Dubbed the black lace worm, this unsettling creature has captivated onlookers with its eerie, almost ghostly appearance as it...
Looks to me a bit like it's thousands of worms. Or hundreds of worms in a group together.
Glides over the sand in unpredictable patterns. The way its delicate tendrils move is both mesmerizing and a little creepy, creating an
Are they tendrils? I thought they were worms.
illusion of something from beyond this world. In a place known for its high energy and neon lights, this mysterious visitor adds a spine-tingling element to the desert landscape. People can't stop talking about it, wondering just what this creature is and where it came from.
My ass, that's where it came from.
Horsehair worm. A hiker in Hsinchu, Taiwan, stumbled across what looked like tangled black wire on the ground. But before she could figure it out, the dark strands started moving on their own, sparking her curiosity. And
there's a lot of crazy worms in the world. There really are.
honestly, a little bit of fear. After she posted a video online, theories ran wild. What could it be? Soon, experts chimed in to confirm it was actually a horsehair worm, also known as nematomorpha. These parasites usually start their life inside insects, like crickets or grasshoppers, where they grow and eventually force their host to find water. Once near water, they emerge, writhing and twisting together like something straight out of a horror movie. These living wires are usually found in damp, shaded areas, and their strange appearance had people captivated, imagining the hidden mysteries of the natural world lurking right underfoot. Jerboa hopping mouse. I recently came across a video that was equal parts adorable and surprising. It showcased a tiny, strange creature hopping around with a long tail.
We have a mouse like that here in Australia, but it's got front paws. It's a kangaroo rat. It's about that size. Got long kangaroo feet and tail, but it's got little hands at the front of it. It's like about the size of a mouse, maybe slightly bigger. But yeah, it's native to Australia.
Enormous eyes, and a body so cute it could easily fit in a fantasy film. As I watched this delightful little being bounce about, I couldn't help but wonder what it was. To my amazement, it turned out to be a Jerboa hopping mouse, a real-life animal renowned for its impressive jumping abilities. Much like a miniature kangaroo, these fascinating critters are typically found in desert environments, so to see one bouncing around in a home was nothing short of astonishing. This animal is quite unique, and
unless the home is built in a desert environment. That's why we get kangaroo rats in our yards and stuff, because they've been built in an area where they lived.
Undoubtedly, anyone who doesn't know about it would be surprised to encounter a Jerboa. Spinosaurus animatronic. In a lab, a huge figure loomed, covered in scars that hinted at a rough existence. Its thick, wrinkled skin and ribbed body instantly called to mind a Spinosaurus, one of those ancient fierce
Oh yeah, that's the one that they called Elvis because of the long horn, and that's its mouth. And then I don't know, it probably could be its body or something, but it's not the right way around.
Dinosaurs, though motionless, its formidable look made it easy to imagine the raw power this creature must have wielded when it walked the earth. Hard to ignore, right? One-horned cow. A farmer was wandering a field when he noticed a cow with a single large horn looping into a spiral.
Yeah, that happens because sometimes the horn grows down this way through the head of the animal. Sometimes it grows really weird shapes. Sometimes it even grows straight into the eye. But that one has been lucky because both of his horns have grown into each other and became one horn. That's my thought anyway. But that's okay. It's
Well,
only
definitely unusual. Getting closer, he saw it was an odd genetic trait, possibly from a growth injury. Despite its unique appearance, the one-horned cow calmly grazed, blissfully unaware of just how special it was. Creepy humanoid. This farmer discovered a strange little creature on his land, and its eerie appearance left him puzzled. With big, round eyes, a wide mouth, and a body covered in hair, it resembled a newborn, but its fur was a surprise. Normally, young animals aren't this hairy, so its strange look, baby-like features, and oversized eyes fueled theories of mutation or an unknown species, leaving everyone questioning its origins. Mammoth. In the dense jungle, a young elephant appeared, but it looked strange, with thick hair covering its face, especially its forehead and chin. It almost looked like a mini mammoth, leaving people scratching their heads. Its shaggy fur contrasted with its smooth body, hinting at a rare sight no one would forget anytime soon. Bird-cat hybrid.
Catbird, catbird.
During a stroll in the park, someone came across a creature that looked like a blend of bird and cat, perched on a rock. It had vibrant feathers and a soft, furry face, stunning everyone around. Some whispered theories about genetic experiments, trying to explain the sight.
That's what I've been saying all along. All right.
Whatever it was a sight no one would easily forget. Triggerfish. A group of fishermen experienced the shock of their lives when they reeled in an astonishing catch. As they pulled the fish aboard, they were taken aback by its fleshy...
Aboard? You mean ashore? You're not on a boat. Come on.
Human-like lips, giving it an eerie, almost unsettling vibe as it wriggled on the deck. The fish's wide-open mouth revealed rows of teeth that strikingly resembled human molars, perfectly designed for crushing its prey. This bizarre creature was likely a triggerfish, known for its unique dental structure, which is specifically adapted for breaking apart shellfish with ease. The fishermen examined their catch with a mix of fascination and discomfort, captivated by its uncanny resemblance to human features. What secrets might this peculiar fish hold in the depths of the ocean? As they released it back into the water, they couldn't help but wonder what other strange wonders lurk beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. Mutant turtle. While patrolling an old military test site, a soldier stumbled upon a startling sight. A mutant turtle with two heads pulled from a nearby pond. Its spiky, misshapen shell and discolored skin added to the creepiness. The independent movements of the two heads hinted at possible exposure to radiation or chemicals from the site. Experts believe this rare deformity may be linked to environmental contamination, leading some to blame scientists for allegedly experimenting on the turtle. Mousy fish.
Jeez, they really got a lot of these, haven't they?
What is this fish?
A fisherman was startled by a strange creature by the dock. Its front half was like a fish, while the back half looked like a mouse with a tail slit.
I don't know. That front half doesn't look like a fish to me. These eyes here look mouse-like. That nose looks mouse-like. The tail is, well, fish and mouse combined. Are these wings? Or is that just the water?
Slithering smoothly into the water.
Yep, they're wings.
Dubbed a mousy fish, this odd blend of features left people guessing. Though it sparked an online debate, its true nature
See, it's a wing.
remains a mystery. Have any thoughts on what this creature might be? White blob. Two fishermen spotted what looked like a large, dusty rock floating on the water. But as they approached, they discovered it was a giant white blob with pristine white eggs nestled inside, almost glowing. The fishermen didn't seem entirely surprised, as if they knew what they'd found. But the mystery remains.
Probably did, because a lot of weird stuff exists in the world. And people know what it is.
On that.
I am not a lizard.
Mysterious figures morphing before our eyes, or bizarre reptilians quietly living among us. Mind-blowing glitches caught on camera, or creepy moments that go beyond coincidence. Hang on tight to watch the mind-bending events that will make you question the reality. Crazy to believe. A video posted anonymously has been making its way around the internet, leaving viewers completely stunned. In the footage, a humanoid figure is seen down on all fours. But what caught everyone's attention was its skin. Instead of the usual human texture, it had a snake-like pattern with strange, almost...
Some people go to extreme lengths to look like and be like an animal.
Hypnotic movements. People quickly jumped to the conclusion that they were watching a reptilian being caught mid-transformation. But how did this video even surface online? I think someone sneakily leaked it. What if reptilians really do exist? That's the only thing I can think about right now, and I'm sure you guys are thinking the same. Shapeshifter. During a live interview, a man was caught on camera doing something that had everyone freaking out. In the clip, you can see him looking straight and talking to someone. But then, out of nowhere, his side eye quickly shifts into something snake-like. Yep, his eye turned into what looked like a reptilian slither. People couldn't believe their eyes. And the moment it was uploaded, the internet went crazy, with everyone diving into reptilian conspiracy theories, claiming it's proof that shapeshifters are real. And guys, it made one more thing clear, that maybe we're all being watched by more than just humans. Cloaked cryptid. A YouTuber's casual day of filming turned into an astonishing encounter. While recording his vlog, he caught something, or rather someone in the background. At first glance, it looked like no one was there, but then he noticed something eerie. A cloaked figure seemed to be running behind him, almost invisible to the eye. You could see faint movements through its legs, proving it was chasing him.
Wasn't chasing him, he ran right past him. The hell?
The cameraman froze for a...
Oh, actually he ran, so maybe it was chasing him, maybe it was going in that direction.
Moment, then took off running. I don't know about you guys, but this feels like proof of reptilian cloaking tech. Or maybe just another glitch in the Matrix. IBL creepy guest. During the IBL event in October 2024, something bizarre stole the spotlight. While the cameraman was zooming in on the audience, a lady sitting in the crowd caught everyone's attention, but not in a good way. At first, she looked frozen, but when the camera zoomed in on her, the view was chilling. Black eyes and nails creepy enough to make me freak out. She looked like she had stepped out of a horror movie. Well, turns out this strange figure was Daria Rurin, also known as Utiya. Apparently, she was just there looking for her grandson. But with that eerie appearance, it definitely made people wonder what was really going on. Weird awards moment. During a Kazakh award show, the female host gave everyone a serious case of what just happened. While looking straight into the camera, she started making strange facial movements and blinking rapidly out of nowhere. The timing was even creepier because it all...
Her software is glitching.
Began right after
she's a robot.
She glanced at someone in the background. What's going on here? Clone malfunction? A glitch in the Matrix? Or maybe just an awkward case of nerves? Whatever it is, this moment has people buzzing with theories.
She looks like she's communicating some kind of message.
Watch it for yourself and let
Could you
me
see
know
her
what
lips
you
go?
think could be behind this
You see her lips go in and out.
bizarre
And then
incident.
she's like lip syncing something, and then it goes on to
Olympic intruder. During the London Olympics, something really unexpected was spotted on the internet. It started when eagle-eyed viewers spotted a shadowy, dark figure standing among the audience, seemingly unnoticed by those nearby. And let me tell you, this wasn't just an ordinary spectator. Yep, its eerie, scaly skin resembled that of a reptile, raising many concerns all over the internet. A reptilian humanoid? That's exactly what I thought when I first saw it. Some claimed it was invisible to the people present, only detectable by cameras. Tell me, was this a glitch in reality, proof of the Matrix, or something far more?
probably just some guy in a suit or something like that.
Sinister? Demogorgon. Now I'm calling this clip the craziest one of today's videos. Trust me, it'll
See the guy's lip inside it? Watch.
creep you out too. Take a look at this footage that shows the creepiest creature.
Right there. It's a dark guy. That's his dark lip. His nose is here. He's inside the suit.
Ever.
See, that's his chin.
Caught on camera.
Oh, it's a good shot of it right there.
The thing looks absolutely terrified. Almost like it.
See? Chin, mouth, lips. Lips here, his nose is there. You can actually see the whole mouth part of the person. He didn't make it black enough to black it out.
It's been locked away in a prison for years. It starts shouting.
Falling. See? You can see his lips, his tongue. There's a person in that suit. Possibly even a row of teeth right there. Person in that suit.
Making it even more scary.
So he opens his mouth there, and then you watch him open his mouth and close it. Just ignore all of this. All of that's fake. There's a person inside there.
Watching it, I am pretty sure that what we are seeing is a Demogorgon, or maybe a reptilian-like figure. Whatever it was, it's enough to make you question everything.
Garbage.
Dwarf reptile. A street CCTV camera caught something super creepy crawling around late at night. This wasn't your usual nighttime wanderer. It was something else entirely. The figure looked angry and started scratching at a banner on the wall, like it was frustrated or upset.
The way it stands looks like one of those, I don't want to call them dwarves or anything, but, short people. The way it's standing and moving, the way it walks it's like it hasn't learned to walk on its feet.
What's even weirder is the way it moved, sneaking down the street like it didn't want to be seen. When the CCTV camera zoomed in, you could make out its features.
No, its face is pretty messed up.
And yep, it lolooked like a reptilian. And I believe this clip is enough to prove that reptilians are among us.
Doesn't look human. I mean, look at that. I mean, could it be just a person in a suit? Difficult to say.
Female reptilian unearthed. This jaw-dropping discovery was made recently when a stone-crafted female reptilian figure was unearthed, complete with stoned snakes winding around her body and scalies.
I think if you look in the archives, that's a god. That's someone's god.
Snake-like skin. It's like something
I remember seeing something in movies and that's very similar to that. Could be a demon, replica of a demon. I think it's one of those ancient gods.
Straight out of mythology. Speaking of which, creatures like these aren't entirely new to folklore. In South Asian legends, Nagas are half human.
Yeah, see. But that's not half human, though. That's just a statue.
And half snake divine beings. And closer to home, tales of reptilian creatures pop up in swampy areas of the southern U.S., like the infamous Lizard Man of South Carolina from the late 80s. So, is this myth coming to life?
That Lizard Man really looks like a guy in a suit.
Or just ancient artistry? What's your take on this? Creepy backyard visitor. Imagine chilling at home and you hear weird noises from your backyard. That's what happened to this family. They stepped out with their cameras rolling, only to spot a bizarre creature creeping through the yard. It had short arm.
Creeping? You think that's creeping? I think that's dancing, having a great time.
Long legs and, wait for it, a triangular head with hollow eyes.
Triangular? Try some kind of ice cream or something, or maybe troll doll.
The humanoid features made it even scarier. Then it suddenly leaped onto the roof in a single jump and vanished into thin air. What about you? Would you stay or run for the hills? Disappearing woman. An interview with Scarlett Johansson took a strange turn.
Well, tell me much more interesting. Valentina.
And not in a good way, but in a shocking one. Here's why. During the interview, a woman was seen walking behind Scarlett. But then, something bizarre happened. In the blink of an eye, the woman disappeared right in front of the camera.
That could be the camera. That could be the angle. That could be what it looks like. Difficult to say.
Vanishing behind Scarlett, as if she was never there.
The best actor for a drama.
Where on earth did she go? That was the big question that had netizens.
The guy behind her is probably your biggest indicator. He didn't even see her. Didn't even know she was there.
It's buzzing across the...
See this guy?
Internet.
See this guy? Walked up, looked at the ground.
Some even started to believe that the woman's sudden disappearance might be a sign of something deeper, possibly linked to the existence of the Matrix. Could it be real? Reptilian Guard. A short clip from a 2012 speech by former U.S. President Barack Obama recently resurfaced, and it's causing a huge stir online.
Well, good morning, everyone. Rosie, thank you for your kind words. I have never seen Rosie on the basketball court.
In the footage, people started noticing something strange in the crowd. It was a reptilian secret agent standing among the audience.
Looks like a dark, bald guy. Doesn't look reptilian at all.
Join the community of nations.
His ears look normal. Everything looks normal. It's just bald. What's reptilian about that? Just some bald guy.
If they meet their international obligation.
And if you take a close look at one of the president's bodyguards, his features seem off. Almost like something's not quite right.
Years ago, I stood before you and said that Israel's security is sacrosanct.
Isn't it proof that reptilians are really behind the scenes, controlling everything?
I don't think so. I think you're trying to make something out of nothing.
Many people dismissed my idea by calling it just an illusion created by the lighting and camera angles. Maybe it's nothing. Or maybe it's something more. Creepy road encounter. Loud sirens blaring, an eerie vibe, and a deserted road. What could go wrong? In such a situation.
Never say what could go wrong, because you'll find out.
A woman walking home felt a sudden chill.
She's walking? Looks like jogging to me.
And knew something wasn't right. She decided to hide behind a wall and sneak a look. And what she saw was a
weird-looking creature. I don't know. You tell me what that is.
massive creature, looking more human than anything else, but definitely not human.
I don't think that is really human. Do you think that's really human? It's got legs and arms, but that's about the only humanness about it.
As she tried to peek again, bam! The creature was right in front of her, like a real-life jump scare. She screamed, of course. What happened next? No one knows, but let's hope it was more.
What happened next? They slapped each other on the back and walked home together laughing.
Of a sigh of relief, then a horror movie ending. What do you think? Winged reptile.
Seen it.
After seeing this, you might just start believing that reptilians
Seen it. It's garbage.
are real. In a small town in Mexico, strange noises started echoing from the woods every night. People stayed far away after dark, but one brave or...
Look at the wings on that. They don't need to be big enough to carry their side body. So...
maybe foolish man decided to check it out. At first, he didn't see anything out of the ordinary, but just as he was heading back, he spotted it. A winged, devil-like creature perched on a cliff. That's when it hit him he had made a huge mistake. He took off running, knowing he'd never make that mistake again. Some things are better left unexplored.
And unexplained.
Turtle spider sighting. Imagine hiking peacefully, enjoying nature, when something near...
No, I've had enough of this one.
Let's watch it.
It's hard to tell from the title.
It's big. I just look above the tree.
I see some eyes there. I don't see much else. Oh yeah, it's walking. That's it there, in that area there. It's walking around underneath the building there. If you watch carefully, you can see it.
Let's watch it.
See, it just moved around there.
It's big. I just look above the tree.
See its eyes.
What the hell? What's going on? What the hell is happening? What's going on?
I've seen that so many times. It's a whole bunch of worm-like things all together. My husband went to lunch and found this in an empty parking lot. What is it? Snakes? Is it snakes or a snake or rubbish or what? Looks like clothes and bags. Bags of people? That looks like someone's leg. That could be their head and their arms. Is it all dead people? No, it's baggage. Someone's gotten into the bus's baggage area and ripped everything out of there. It's probably someone touring around in the bus. That's all their belongings. Can someone please translate what the boy is saying? He doesn't seem too frightened. Maybe he can't see it. I'd say so. That is a couple of eyes. Alright. Something that looks like eyes. Could be car lights, it could be lights, it could be a myriad of things. Could be a monster, a person or something. I don't know.
A woman recovered a 22-year-old tape of a Bigfoot sighting she caught together with her dad. She spent a lot of money to fix the footage up and get it changed over to a DVD. They captured the footage in the Cascade Mountains. Her dad didn't want his name revealed because he wanted to live his life on the down low and didn't want the attention, but she had to share it with someone. The video shows the supposed Bigfoot walking around. Throughout the video, the woman is narrating what happens. Now the video has gotten lots of
Well, shut up and let her narrate.
criticism for the footage shown. When she's narrating about everything leading up to the sighting, it's an entirely different format than the actual sighting. I believe this may be due to the fact that whoever edited the video needed to show off some footage of the mountains and campsites to show some ad. She spent a lot of money to fix the footage up and get it changed over to a DVD. They captured the footage in the Cascade Mountains. Her dad didn't want his name revealed because he wanted to live his life on the down low.
Okay, Bigfoot, some guy, someone wearing a ghillie suit, a smudge on the screen. I don't know. Can you figure out what that blur is? Everything I've seen of Bigfoot, he's bigger than that, he's wider than that, he walks through the forest and he usually looks at the person and keeps going. So, I don't know.
Let's take another look at the footage, this time enhanced.
So you enhance the blurriness. Why not actually enhance the actual picture of what we're supposed to be seeing? It's too short to be a Bigfoot. Very noisy camera. Is that Predator? Someone with a bald head. Definitely someone with a bald head. What exactly? Not sure. That could be close to the Bigfoot.
Dude, so many people are pulled over right now to look at that freaking moon. Why is it so close to the Earth?
Look at that.
What is happening right now? That girl doesn't look. Why is the moon so close to the Earth?
Turbulence.
That's trippy. Somebody help me understand that. Somebody help me understand what that is. Look it up. No. That's the sky's tripping. Big time. Big time. Baby, big time. What kind of get this chicken? Just that snatcher mix. You know you want it. Come get it. Come get it. I don't know what in the world you all.
First take for a certain reason. It is said that driving down this road is dangerous, as many accidents have occurred here before that they were left totally spooked. Who, or whatever this is, just seems to come out of nowhere and then vanish before crossing over to the road. No.
Is that what they're looking at there? Bigfoot is normally like 15 meters tall. A baby one can be 4 to 6 meters tall. So one's at like 6 foot, something like that. More likely to be a guy in a ghillie suit. Can you make that out?
What the fuck is that?
There's something swimming upside down, because there's the face, there's the eyes looking at you, there's the arms. Can't really see the bottom part of it here. But I bet they're going to claim it's a mermaid.
That's a mermaid.
There you go.
Or a merman.
You don't see a lot of men, do you? Certainly is fishy. What's your guess? Bigfoot? Some kind of guy? Don't know. You know, I did that in my house when I first moved in. Seemed to help a little, but I don't know. When a house is empty for a long time, the spirits come in.
I'm not afraid, man.
No, you're just terrified. I'm not afraid, just terrified.
Come on out, man. Oh, yes, I guess.
Oh, this cellar, I've seen this cellar on so many different ones. It's always a different house, different people, different place, but it seems to be the same cellar. Or, what do you call the room right at the bottom of your house, underneath your house, where your boiler and all that are? There's usually a girl on one of these walls, a dark shadow. Ah, I tricked him and went up the stairs instead. That ghost is a big meanie. What in the fuck? What is going on with this one's hair to start with? This one got a bit of a bald spot too. That's pretty bad when you're that young and you got a bald spot. I don't see anything else. It might have been shine. It might not have been a bald spot. It might have been shine.
Who are you talking to?
Kids can see things adults can't.
Who are you talking to?
Apple or uncle?
Who are you talking to? Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
North Carolina resident captured a picture of a demon and didn't even know here's what she captured when she looked at her phone. They have no explanation at all. What?
It looks like a person looking at their phone.
This thing is, it wasn't a person. No one else was home. But when her phone randomly snapped that picture, this is what she called. They believe, and I agree with them, that this is something demonic. If you've ever seen anything like this, let me know in the comments. If you have any kind of picture.
I've seen people's pictures like that for ages. I don't know.
Pictures, stories, or videos. I'd love to see them. You guys have a great day.
Was he saying that the phone took a picture of this when it was sitting on the bench and nobody was home? That's what he's saying?
Hey, God bless.
Hackers, I guess. Why is this person driving in the parking lane? Okay, so we've got a weird... Is that a sign? And there's someone standing in the middle of this road, which is obviously a ghost. What the hell is that? Obviously someone that got killed. Oh, it's a sign. It's a reflecting sign. It might not be a ghost. It's like a motorbike. She's got a helmet on. Obviously someone on a motorbike. Probably slid off there and died. Or is trying to get back to somewhere where he can get his bike fixed or something. I don't know. I'm only guessing. I wasn't there, I don't know for sure. That's a big puppy. Something about that looks fake to me. It's supposed to be a werewolf or something?
Very carefully, because no one can explain what happened to Cardi B.
Yes, be involved. Y'all want to be involved so bad, but nobody asked me about them kids. What's good?
Program error.
Look at the other host.
Because I'm going to be honest with you.
Guy claps 3 times and the program resets.
Take the gift cards.
Now notice how he claps 3 times and then it's as if nothing ever happened.
Take the gift card, take the gift card, take the gift card.
Yeah, because they might put, what's that thing that was going around in
The internet had a lot of questions to ask.
I've seen these so many times. And that is what we're trying to avoid. We're not trying to watch things that have been seen 1,000 times.
The cheers of a packed crowd echoing as the orca beside you leaps gracefully on command. The audience, thrilled by the spectacle they've paid good money to see, erupts with excitement. Everything feels perfect. Then in a heartbeat, the mood shifts. The Orca's playful energy becomes something darker. Before you can react, its immense jaws close around you, dragging you into the depths. The crowd's cheers turn to screams as the water churns with violence. This was the horrifying reality Jessica Radcliffe faced, a day that transformed her passion into unimaginable terror. But what unfolded next was even more devastating. Jessica Radcliffe seemed destined for a career working with marine animals. Her father, a marine biologist specializing in cetaceans, introduced her to the wonders of the ocean at a young age. Growing up near the Pacific coast, Jessica often accompanied him on research trips, watching in awe as he studied dolphins and whales. Her fascination grew stronger after attending her first orca show at Ocean Haven Marine Park. Scene unfolded, staff worked frantically to evacuate the audience. Panicked cries echoed through the stands as parents shielded their children from the gruesome sight. Many young visitors, some clutching souvenirs from the show, were left visibly traumatized. Several families hurried out of the stadium, while others. It follows marine biologist Hank Donner, who an autopsy revealed he had been suffering from several illnesses, including a bacterial infection, skin rashes, and a stomach infection likely caused by sewage runoff in Elliott Bay, where he had been relocated. Namu's death was tragic, not only because of the suffering he endured, but also because it exposed the hidden consequences of human fascination with these animals.
Like that.
While the movie was meant to showcase the bond between Namu and his human counterpart,
Skinwalker Ranch. I remember that. Enough of your stupid build-up. Right?
But a lot of you guys probably have heard about the Skinwalker Ranch and a lot of the strange, crazy things that have happened, especially during the time with Lady. They noticed that there were chains by the front and back door where she had dogs tied up all the time, and big curtains over all the windows, almost like she was a prisoner in her house at night thing, as opposed to like a shaman, and be seduced by dark magic and can change its form and play tricks on people, and just generally not that great.
See that?
So they call it...
They promise a lot, but they don't deliver much.
A Moss Bluff man has been found safe after surviving 2 nights in the woods of Liberty County, Texas. About 60 searchers were looking for the 23-year-old. Authorities say Godet told them he simply got lost.
As we're going through this forest, oh my God, this is so incredibly dense. This forest has never been cut. The Amazon rainforest forming geologically has never been cut.
This creepy video was posted to Reddit by the user No Recognition 1998, where they wrote that it comes from a trail cam in Idaho that was 20 miles out into the woods. Where the video was taken, they said, is literally in the middle of nowhere, and there would be no reason for someone to be this far out into the isolated woods, especially at this time of night. So that leads me to what the video catches at 4:37.
Definitely some kind of person with clothes on.
AM, what is this that appears on the trail cam? Someone or some kind of creature is caught walking past this trail cam. It definitely appears to be human-like, but there is also something extremely off.
Nah, it looks pretty normal to me. I think what's off about it is the camera. It's blurry, it's not in focus, it's not showing the picture for what it is.
Putting about whatever this thing is, aside from the other bizarre details surrounding this encounter. What do you think this trail cam caught? In our number 9 spot today, we have the Mothman. This next creepy video was posted to TikTok, and it shows a possible encounter with the famous cryptid, the Mothman. If you're a fan of this channel, I'm sure you're familiar with the legend of the Mothman, but if not, it started all back on a dark November night in 1966. 2 couples claimed
66. Something weird's going on. Every time I watch YouTube, they start everything is 66. That's the year I was born. 66 just keeps coming up. Maybe I should put it in my lotto numbers.
That they saw a huge bird-like monster that had red glowing.
Like I watched Counting Cars or something like that. They go and randomly pick a car. They randomly buy the car, and it's a 1966 vehicle. Desert Collectors. Watch them. They go and randomly pick some guy to go and check out his collection. And what do they find? An item that's from 1966. There's a kid talking about trucks. What does he find? A truck from 1966. Someone's got a hat on, it's got 66 on it. I mean, what the?
Eyes. They clicked.
Someone trying to tell me something?
They saw it while they were cruising down a back road near Point Pleasant, which sits in rural West Virginia. They explained that whatever this creature was, it rose into the air, unfolded these huge bat-like wings, and chased them as they sped away as fast as they could, completely frightened by what they had just seen. From here, stories of the Mothman continued to spread, with more sightings coming in the following weeks, and since then, the Mothman has been an enduring mystery, with some swearing that he exists, and still, to this day, there are reported sightings. Now back to the video. The video shows people recording as they are on a dark trail when they stumble upon a weird scene. It appears as though there is some kind of a creature maybe eating a human. They begin to get closer to whatever is going on, and you can hear the disbelief in their voice over what they are seeing. Suddenly, it appears as though the creature knows it's being watched, and it starts kind of moving closer to the people recording, and at the end of the day, it doesn't appear as though this Mothman is too phased by the onlookers, and it just continues to do whatever it was doing with the man in the road.
The man in the road looks like he's alive and everything and not really concerned.
Number 8 spot today, we have the weird creature. Do you believe in aliens or things we can't
I think it's stupid not to believe in aliens.
necessarily prove are real? This next video might just make
that too.
you a believer. This video was taken in the Acadian woods here in Canada, and it captures a creature that honestly defies explanation. The creature appears to be sitting on some kind of stone structure as those who found it begin recording it. The creature doesn't appear frightened or threatening, but it is totally unlike anything I've ever seen before. It definitely gives off a strange alien feeling, especially with its elongated head seen in the video, but the creature also has a sort of bug-like appearance as well, like it's some kind of grasshopper or something similar. The creature seems to be pretty calm, but it does start to make some inhuman noises. At the end of the day, it is still totally...
Sounds like noises in just about any alien horror film.
unknown what this creature is or could be, so if you have an idea, let us know. In our number 7 spot today, we have the abandoned house. This video starts off with people looking through an abandoned house, but they get quite a surprise. The 2-minute long video is mostly just the people walking through the house, searching around for whatever they can find. I mean, the vibes are very creepy. It's an abandoned house and it's dark outside. Around the 50-second mark, however, they find what looks like a newspaper and they begin talking to each other. I have no idea what they are saying because it's not in English, but I'm going to assume they are talking about the paper because they zoom in on it. They begin to continue through the house when the person holding the camera finally sees it. Over in the corner is a little girl, whether this is a real little girl or some kind of...
Yeah, that looks like a little girl. I'm not seeing it.
Ghost or demon, it's tough to say, but to be honest, none of these are really great options. The clip shows
there's something here, some kind of outline. Sometimes they turn out to be like you go close to them and it's just a mop and stuff like that, paradolling it, but could be something, could be nothing, who knows.
It's his initial reaction, but it's kind of tough to see the little girl, so the video then slows it down and brightens it up a bit so we can get a good look.
Oh, there she is. See it?
At what the video
Looks a bit dullish, though.
Captured. In our number 6 spot today, we have the mermaid. Could mermaids really be real, and maybe just not the beautiful sirens we tend to think of them as? Well, this guy may have...
Beautiful sirens. You know what a siren is, eh? An evil creature that sings and attracts you to your death.
Just found some proof. This video comes from a man who is walking along the beach when he finds something unusual. When he posted it to TikTok, he claimed that he believes he found the remains of a mermaid, and honestly, once I watched the video, I could definitely understand why he would say this. At first, when he goes to pick this item up, it appears like maybe it's just some branches tangled together, but soon we see that there is so much more going on here. The object he is holding resembles the skeleton of a...
Those skeletons have been found just about everywhere. What they are, don't know.
Small mermaid-like creature, complete with the infamous tail. You can see a rib cage, skinny little arms, a head. I don't know, this thing is weird, and honestly, it's really unsettling. Possibly the most unsettling part of this video, however, is when the man just drops the skeleton back into the water like it wasn't the possible remains of a once-living creature. Just no respect for the mermaids, I guess. In our number 5 spot today, we have the fallen angel. This video follows 2 men entering some kind of a forest when they start to come across these really large feathers. They continue on their journey into the woods and follow wherever the feathers are leading them. Eventually, they come across some sort of creature that looks like a man with a wound in his back, but it is definitely pretty difficult to see. Now comes the most cursed part. This man...
Calling that a man?
Creature thing then turns his head and his eyes are illuminated by the light from the camera. This creature is meant to be a fallen angel. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this video isn't actually real footage and was made by some Spanish horror film fans, but it is still very cursed and very creepy. If I didn't know that this video was fake, I honestly maybe would have believed it, okay? In our number 4 spot today, we have Bigfoot. No trail cam video is complete without an alleged Bigfoot sighting. This video comes from a hunter, and it has a super creepy backstory, not your typical Bigfoot kind of video. The hunter explained that he had found human remains in this makeshift kind of shelter out in the woods, and because of this extremely creepy encounter, he decided to set up a secret trail camera that points at this creepy shelter to see what he would be able to find out. Around sunset the next day, the trail camera captures this. You can see a strange figure come out from the woods and rustle around near...
Why would a Bigfoot would be transparent, apparently can see through?
For this makeshift shelter, the creature is covered.
Does look like a kind of Bigfoot. Looks like a big Wookiee, actually. Could be some old guy.
In thick fur, and this, coupled with its slightly human-like behavior, has made many speculate that this is indeed a sighting of the legendary Bigfoot. After the creature stands around for a bit, it soon heads back into the forest, but not before picking up a giant log and throwing it at the camera, knocking it over. Perhaps the trail camera wasn't quite as inconspicuous as the hunter might have thought. In our number 3 spot today, we have the Brontosaurus. Dinosaurs are extinct. Right? Well, this trail camera video was posted to TikTok, and honestly, it left me a little speechless. The date and timestamp on this video show that it was taken around 1:56 a.m. on March 15th of this year. It starts off with just the typical trail cam setup, but you can hear something as it walks into frame. Suddenly, we see a creature with a long neck begin to enter. Its lumbering steps can be heard as it continues on, and once it's fully in frame, it is clear as day that this is a dinosaur. Likely some kind of brontosaur. Nothing Super scary happens as this dino walks through the frame, but it is so surreal to see a prehistoric creature mixed in with our more modern times. I know that this...
If that was actual size, it would be probably 20 feet above the trees, and because they were a lot bigger.
Video is likely just some good CGI, but what if it wasn't? In our number 2 spot today, we have the levitation. This video starts off with a man and his dog walking through some kind of forest in the snow. They're playing fetch, and the man throws the ball, and the dog chases after it. But when the owner calls the dog back, the dog has clearly seen something else, and he begins running off. This is all fine and well, nothing wrong with a little fetch, but when the man follows the dog to see where he's going, they come across something super, super strange. It is literally a girl levitating in the air. She's with another person, and it's kind of unclear if he is the one.
Yeah, I've seen that one. She was, I think she was doing witchcraft or something like that. Long ago. Well, she had a problem where she'd just start floating up in the air. It was kind of normal-ish. It wasn't really that bad, much of a scary thing.
Who is levitating her, or if she's doing it herself, but either way, when they realize that someone is watching them, she quickly returns to the ground, and they both run off. Extremely guilty. I know the clip is really grainy and hard to see, but there is definitely some...
If you look back through YouTube, that was on before. There's a, the video is of these woods, like, there's a wall of trees. And for some reason, in this wall of trees, there's a big circle. Like someone just cut a circle in the center of the trees. And then they show that one and show you all about that.
Something super weird going on here. Witchcraft, aliens, I don't know. And finally, in our number 1 spot today, we have the creature. This trail camera caught some sort of humanoid creature as it walks across the trail. This animal or creature or whatever it is definitely appears slightly human, but it doesn't walk like a human. Or really like an animal either, for that matter. This thing slowly moves on all fours as it lumbers through this forest kind of area. It's got long, awkward limbs, and it doesn't really appear like anything that is known to science, which is why people speculate that this thing is either a demon or some currently undiscovered cryptid. Whatever it is, it's safe to say that I don't want to encounter it. Thank you. Starting off in our number 10 spot, we have the forest encounter. Being in the woods at night is never not scary.
Did that just restart?